Mission.
Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching GunGuyTV. I'm very grateful that you do, and thank you very much for reading the articles on the website, supporting us on Patreon, all the things that you do that I'm very thrilled about. Thank you. I do want you to know that there was a threat that GunGuyTV was going to go away on YouTube there for a while, so we've taken some very serious steps to prevent that, and now GunGuyTV is being distributed on all of these platforms on the left that you can see there on the screen. Please check them out and go subscribe, and that way, if we go away on YouTube for some reason, you'll find us in one of those places. Now, I think Facebook and VidMe were in the process of duplicating the channel there. The other places, the channel is already duplicated. I mentioned supporting us on Patreon. Please do. If you don't want to do that, or if you'd like to do something in addition to that, you can also shop using our Amazon link, and that will give us a little commission every time you buy something, and it costs you absolutely nothing because the cost for you is the same. You'll find the link on our website right where it's circled. I've shown it to you there, right there. You can see it on your screen. All you got to do is go to our website at GunGuy.tv or GunGuyTV.com or GunGuyTV.net, and there is a link in the description. All right. People send me stuff, as you might imagine. Happens quite frequently, and when it does, I always think it's pretty darn cool. And I have a guy named Kyle who has sent me his version of a California compliant drop-in fixed mag a couple of times, and you know, he keeps working on it to make it better. And this one's the best one so far. Anyway, he sent me this nice little note. And Kyle, I apologize to you if you're watching. You sent me this quite a while ago, and I've been so swamped with work and everything else I haven't had a chance to get to it till now. But so this is what he did. He got a cheap mag, and he, as you can see in the picture, he ground off that little bit of an end there on the follower that prevents the mag from going in through the top of the receiver. And then he had to replace the inside of the mag with a piece of metal. So he used a saw blade and just JB welded it in there. And then on the very end, you can see my knife blade is pointed at it there. In the very end, there's a little kind of a bead of JB weld that he built up there. And all that little bead does is keep the magazine from falling out the bottom. So when you put the magazine in through the top of the receiver, that little bead will keep it from falling all the way through. And, you know, like I said, it took him about 20 minutes, I guess, to do it. Simple stuff. It got around the house. I mean, JB Weld's pretty cheap, and you get an old hacksaw blade that's dull, you can use it, and you got a file, or even if you have a grinder, it's even better, but if you don't, you got a pretty good metal file, you can do the rest. And you got yourself a California compliant fixed magazine. Who'd have thunk it? Now, you know, look, this is one of those things that, gee, you don't want to spend 30 bucks or 40 bucks or whatever, and you're fairly handy, and you can make one yourself out of a cheap mag, and there you've made your rifle California legal, so that when you're in California, you can go to the range and shoot, and you don't have to fuss with it. And then when you want to take it out, you can just slide it out the top when you get to Arizona or Nevada or New Mexico, wherever you're going to shoot, and you can shoot legally using regular mags. That way you don't have to take off your flash hider and your collapsible stock and your, you know, all that kind of stuff. Now, this is my California legal rifle because it's featureless. It doesn't have a flashlight. It's got a muzzle brake, and it doesn't have a grip because it's got the grip fin here, grip wrap from Solar Tactical on it, and it doesn't have any forward pistol grips, and it doesn't have a collapsible stock. And so I just have a regular mag release on it. But this is the one that I tried it on, and I got to tell you, it worked brilliantly. Now, there were a couple of times where I was only able to get 4, 5, or 6 rounds in it because the follower hung up in places. But it's just on the range. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And it didn't happen every time. It was just sometimes. So I was just, Kyle, I'm really impressed. You did a really good job on this. And I just thought, wow. Now, he sent me the first one, and the JB Weld kind of came apart. And he just didn't JB Weld it as well as he could have. But boy, he really went overboard on JB Welding this one. And it's just, I mean, you can't, I've banged it around. You can't get it to come apart. It's really, really together. If you actually could solder it or weld it or something like that and actually make it stronger, I think you'd have a real workable thing here. But I'm telling you, if you just follow what I just said about what he did, I think you make your own little mag to make your rifle a fixed mag rifle while in California and cost yourself, what, 10, 15 bucks maybe in materials, and have the pride of the fact that you did it. I gotta tell you, one of the things I love about Californians is Californians will not be stopped. California rifle owners and gun owners will not be stopped. We're fighting it as best we can. We're outnumbered like crazy in the courts. The courts are, stacked. The whole deal is stacked. The legislature is stacked. We can't seem to replace these guys. We got guys like George Soros now spending all kinds of money on DA elections throughout California, trying to put in these progressive nutcases that he likes, and he's got billions of dollars and we ain't got the money. We're struggling like crazy to fight, and every time they do these crazy laws, it seems like we take 2 steps backward. But you got to look at the heart and the willingness to fight the battle and never give up that is instilled in California gun owners. I absolutely love it, and I'm proud of every one of them. I tell you what, we got a lot of Marines in this state. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Amen? Never say die. Never surrender. Well done, Kyle. I absolutely love it. Thank you very much for sending that to me. You might want to try this. Just see if you can do it at home. I think I may take one and see if I can build it too. Thank you very much for watching. Never give up. Have a wonderful week, and please be safe.